Kobe said that was pretty good. That's a slap right in the balls to a comedian, I'll tell you that. All right, you guys ready for your next contestant? Come on, everybody, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jason Goodall!
Oh my gosh, you just saw a middle-aged white guy run up the stairs. I don't call that anything but P92nd-X, or 92nd-X as my wife calls it. So, but my name's Jason Goodall, and I'm the middle-aged white guy that everybody here makes fun of. You know what? Thank you for the woo, all right. So, that's okay, because here's the deal. I'm a financial counselor, so if this doesn't work out for me, I'll just be doing your taxes in the back of the room. That'll be just fine. You know, and you know, people come to me, they ask me for help on homes and cars and stocks and bonds and all that. My favorite's cars, because I'm a car guy. Comedian car guy, imagine that. And I tell them it's not just the purchase price, it is the operating cost of the car. Like we all know Ford, found on road dead, we all know those. But nobody talks about the European cars. Like BMW, it doesn't stand for Bavarian Motor Works, it stands for Break My Wallet. Yeah, somebody here owns one, you know? Audi stands for another ugly darn invoice, you know? And my personal favorite is a Jaguar. Because owning a Jaguar is like Dale when he owned a trophy wife. All she did is take his money and date his mechanic. So, yeah. Ooh, some of you have also owned a Jaguar, so have I. Well, actually, it owned me, let's be honest about that. So, but having said that, before I was a financial counselor, I was a Catholic high school English professor. Any Catholic high school survivors in the room? All right. Woo! Yeah, all right, we can show our stigmata together. So, and let me repeat that again. Catholic high school English teacher, and I hate math. You know, so your taxes, you will be audited, just so you know. You know, when I was teaching, I had to move from one school to the other because one of the seniors actually hit on me. Yeah, Monsignor, that is. You know, but he found out that I was married to a woman, so he was like, "Well, you're going to the alternative school," which was jail or my high school English poetry class. All right, I was usually the youngest person in the room. You know, 23 years old, 120 pounds, you know, and the students and I, or I should say the aspiring rappers and I, we bonded together. We bonded because we all taught each other something. Like I learned the love of Crown Royal. And they were very thankful that Father Flanagan was passing out the Crown Royal. So, you know, because we're all drinking because we're in the prison. So the other thing I learned is that I love drive-thrus and they love drive-bys. I didn't know the difference until they told me. You know, but I was newly married, and my wife, she was okay with the Crown Royal and the drive-thru, but she had to draw the line with my class or my students because she drew the line at the bitches and the hoes. You know, wasn't allowed any bitches and definitely no hoes. You know. So a little side note, tax tip, bitches are tax deductible under entertainment on your Schedule C. Hoes, due to being illegal, are not unless you live in Vegas. So, but the other good thing about me is I'm over 40, so you get to do new things the older you get. And I got to go to the doctor for the first time. And every time you tell somebody you're a comedian, they want to be a comedian right back to you. So my doctor's looking at my labs and he says, "Mr. Goodall, it looks like you've got way too many triglycerides in your blood." I said, "Doc, I hate math and I love English. Speak English to me." He says, "Well, basically you've got bacon fat for blood." Okay, that's not bad. We're good. And he said, "Well, the other thing too is you've got way too much sugar in your blood." I said, "How much is too much?" He said, "Well, basically you have like pixie sticks coming out." I said, "That's really not good." I said, "But doc, that really helps me explain this nightmare that I've been having. I keep having this nightmare that the big fellow from the Green Mile is chasing me going, 'Diabetes is coming, diabetes is coming.'" And he said, "Mr. Goodall, guess what? He has, and you, young man, are in the wet spot." So, oh, I got a groan. That's what it should get, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, you've been married for the 38 years, right? Yeah, all right. I can just hear him. what's your secret to marriage? Well, divorce was off the table, but homicide was not. So. Well, there's a new line for you, man. You can keep it. So, but the other thing is that my doctor said, Jason, he said, basically, your blood is like junk food for vampires. That's how bad you are. And I go, that's really not good. And I said, but Doc, vampires don't exist. He goes, actually, they do. They're called pharmaceutical companies. Get to the gym, fat boy. You know, and he said, by the way, there's one more thing I need to let you know. You suffer from low T. Low T. And I was thinking, you mean low testosterone? He goes, yes, that's right. You have low testosterone. I said, how are we going to fix that? He says, well, you're going to eat fruits and vegetables. We're going to send you to the gym. And we're going to give you this little pill, yes, pill, called Clomid. It is a female infertility pill. I said, why are we going to do that? Is that why my boobs feel so soft? I mean, are you Caitlin's doctor? What are we doing here? You know? And he said, you know, it's going to help your body make more of its own testosterone, and you're going to feel a little bit of a difference. Your scrotums will feel heavier because you'll be making more swimmers. And the only thing I can think of is, will my wife notice a taste difference? So, yeah, there we go. So, God's joke, my wife's a dietitian. Any of you know what a dietitian is? Yeah. It's the food Nazi that guards my refrigerator every night. Yeah. 9. What do you mean 9? 9 more cookies? No, 9. Get out of the fridge. No. So, but the good news is my wife did help me get from 310 pounds down to this gorgeous 245 you see in front of you. Yeah, I know, right? That's right. The first thing she tried was education. Thank you for the sympathy fat clap. My future heart attack appreciates that. She tried education. She sent me a little magazine subscription, and it said, "Dear honey, I love you, but 2 liters of Coke per day equals no toast by Thanksgiving." You know, I can still hop, so that's good. But the second thing she tried was sex, right? Sex? Well, at 310 pounds, guess what? Joke's on my wife. Jason's a lazy rubber. You know? However, we did find out that the best way to watch food TV is reverse cowgirl. So, we all burn more calories that way, except when Gianna's on. I just don't last. You know, and the last... Hey, at least I didn't say Pauline, right? You know, but the last thing she tried actually worked. She hired me a personal trainer. But she didn't hire me just any personal trainer. Not somebody who had a fancy sports medicine degree. Not somebody that even looked like they went to a gym. She hired me a 5-time convicted felon. Because she knew when he said, "It's your butt if you don't lift that weight," he was serious. I've been Jason Goodall. Thanks so much. You all after a middle-aged white guy getting penetrated by a convicted felon. I love you people.
Jason Goodall, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it.